Welcome back to the channel. My name is Thomas Fletcher and I'm the host of the LCSW Network and the Military Social Work Network. If you're new to the channels, please do me a favor by smashing that like button, by subscribing to the channel, and by sharing this video with your social work colleagues and friends. The purpose of both of these channels is to create a community of hope and support where social workers can come for relevant news, information, and inspiration. Well, welcome back to Ask a Military Social Worker. So one of my viewers just sent me a comment. They are completing a bachelor's in social work and they want to know, and they're going to be going on to get their master's in social work, and they're currently serving in the National Guard. So they want to know if they will have to complete boot camp and AIT as a military social worker. And they also want to know what kind of places they could be deployed to and things like that. So first of all, thank you for the questions. Thank you for the comment. This is, I believe, Eilish Neff. Forgive me if I butchered your name, but I do appreciate you sending me your questions. So, great question. To serve as a military social worker, I'm going to speak for the Army because I'm an Army social worker. I've been serving in the Army National Guard now for over 10 years, so I can speak on behalf of what it's like to serve in the Army National Guard. Okay, so I'll speak to that. So serving as an Army National Guard service member and military social worker, you will not go through boot camp, enlisted boot camp. You will go through what's called Basic Officer Leadership Course, which is it's probably a vanilla version of the enlisted boot camp. That's probably the best PC way of saying that. So you will learn basic, and it's Basic Officer Leadership Course is designed in mind for service members that are coming in as direct commission officers. Okay, and actually when I joined, that was pretty much the only that was the first primary military education that I went through after I was commissioned. But now there's another course that you will have to do if you're coming in as a direct commission soldier, and that's called the direct commissioning course, and that is another 3-month course that you do before you do the 3-week. If you're an Army National Guard, your Basic Officer Leadership course is 3 weeks. So that's really the answer. You are going to go through, if you're coming in as a direct commission, you're going to go through that, I think it's 3-month direct commission course, and then you're going to do the 3.5 week Basic Officer Leadership course. Okay, and your other question was, where could you be deployed to as a military social worker? You really could be deployed anywhere, especially if you're active duty. You could go wherever the unit is going, and if your position is on I think it's called the DMD, that's kind of the roster for the service members that are on the deployment. For example, last year I deployed with the Combat Aviation Brigade, and we deployed to Kuwait, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Syria, for Operation Inherent Resolve. Okay, so that's just an example, but really, there's other branches, of course. If you're a Navy social worker, you could be deployed anywhere where the Navy goes, including on their ships. Same thing with the Air Force. If you're an Air Force social worker, you could be deployed anywhere around the world where there are Air Force bases. So, And the other part of your question is it possible to work as a social worker and be just sitting in an office? That's possible also. If you're active duty and you're serving in a military treatment facility, you could spend a good majority of your career in a military treatment facility. These are military hospitals that are spread across the country. Okay, so that is a possibility also. If you were to serve on an active duty capacity as a military social worker, you'd be spending most of your time in the hospital, military treatment facilities. Okay, so I hope that I answered all of your questions to your satisfaction. Again, I want to thank you for sending me your questions, and I would invite other social workers in training, send me your questions. You know, if you aspire to be a military social worker, whether in the Army or in the other branches, send me your questions. I love answering them, and I do my best to answer them. And when I don't know an answer, I'll just tell you guys, hey, you know, I don't have that experience, and I can certainly check and talk about it. But I hope I was able to answer your questions, Eilish Neff. I want to thank you all for watching this video. To all the social workers and other licensed mental health professionals, thank you for the work that you do every day for your clients, for your agency, and for the profession. Please continue to support each other and yourselves. Bye for now.